Up in the sky toes.
Down toes.
Down toes.
Oh, so sweet. Good little boy.
We're going home today.
We're going home. We're all packed up. Look at that. Hey. Hey.
He did his breastfeeding and then
I pumped.
yeah, and he had some stuff that you pumped earlier. And since that's all gone, we're supplementing with a little bit of the formula.
Getting him ready for his big operation today.
Oh, that's right. We're going to the ear, nose, and throat doctor.
He doesn't want to hear about it. We're going straight to repair his tongue tie. And I did have a great lactation consultant today. She helped so much. We got him latched on both sides and sucking a little bit with the help of a nipple shield. We were putting my pumped colostrum at the tip of it to get him like excited, and the fact that he's like kind of lazy at it, to get him going. And that worked. So we're feeling hopeful right now. She said we're gonna have good feeds and we're gonna have bad feeds, and like that's okay, and to expect for it to not just always work out. So it's gonna be a learning process and we're working through it. We're pretty much all packed up. I wanted to show you a couple things that like come ready in the hospital room because I talked about it a bit when I was packing my bag, and I just wanted to show you kind of what our hospital supplies. It's gonna be different everywhere, but just to give you an idea of what you can expect. My bathroom's huge. Like, I don't even know. I've never had one this big before. It's like really fancy. This is my bathroom, and there's a big shower too, which I didn't take. They provided the cold packs. So these are ice pack pads. They provided this spray, Americane, and these are like tucks. I've always gotten one of those spray things, and they're awesome. Like, make sure you take those home, they're so good. But in the past, it's always been a brand called Dermaplast, which I really liked. This one I was gonna try and be like, hey, what's this one like? But I actually didn't even need to because I didn't have any tearing, or I don't know, they called it intact. Like I gave birth intact, I guess, I don't know. But I've been feeling really good, like silly. This postpartum has been like really easy on my body. I didn't have any tearing, and I also didn't even take Motrin or anything after. I think maybe because the breastfeeding wasn't very strong, my uterus maybe wasn't contracting as much and like giving those extra pains. Anyway, it's been comfortable, at least. I mean, like as comfortable as you can possibly get during this time. They also provided these like underwear. These are, I think they say reusable, but they're disposable undies. These pads, and I feel like people are always shocked by these pads. I'm gonna put the camera down so I can open it up for you and show you how big they are. They gave me these pads, and they are that big. They're like really massive, and actually like right after delivery they were like stacking them up. They gave me like 2 on the little undies, and they actually put the ice pack on top of the pad, like a whole thing. And then they also gave me this Perry bottle. After you go like pee, you squirt yourself with this, make it nice and warm. It's better if it's warm. And that's how you like clean yourself off without having to do like an aggressive wipe. This is really sweet. I don't know if the hospitals have ever done this before, but they gave us like a toothbrush and toothpaste. We had brought our own, so we didn't need it. Moisturizer? I mean, I don't know. It's 4 seasons in here. So for the baby, they gave us some newborn Huggies. These were nipples that we were feeding him with that the lactation consultants did. I haven't gotten these before, but I needed them this time. So like nipples, and this was a nipple shield. These are the like famous hospital pacifiers that everybody seems to love. And we've been using that a lot for training him to eat. This is the excellent bulb syringe. Grab this, grab multiple of these. These are the best. They're a larger size than you get in stores, and they're amazing. Pampers wipes, because like, let's be fair, Huggies Pampers, we're not gonna battle it out. They always do these cute little newborn hats, and these blankets are really like traditional newborn hospital blankets. They also put him in like a little like robe onesie cardigan-y thing that has a tie on it. And I've also seen those at every hospital that I've delivered at. Same with like these hats. Like all the babies I've ever seen come with these little pink and blue stripey hats. So that's a lot of what they provided already for us. They also have been giving me meals, just overall taking really good care of us, taking good care of Christopher. Like they bring him a little snack. He doesn't get treated as nicely as I do, but
I didn't work as hard. I didn't do as much work
Yeah, right.
to make the
Oh my
baby
gosh.
come out.
He's saved me every single night. He's been up for a lot of it. Like, he's let me rest so much, and I haven't let him rest as much. So Christopher's been amazing, and he deserves all the snacks and all the coffee.
I'm making up for all the sleep that you lost during pregnancy that I didn't. So
Look at
we're
you,
good.
you're such a dad with your bottle.
Hi, milk face. Feeling
Milk
good?
face?
Feeling good about it? Yeah.
All right, we're off to clip that tongue tie. He also, actually, I don't know if I mentioned this, but so he's got a tongue tie in several places, which our other kids have had, but also his cheeks are too tight, so we're supposed to ask about clipping his cheeks or something. Like, I don't get it yet. We don't know.
Tongue tie is a term. It doesn't mean that his tongue is tied in several different places.
I showed it.
Oh, okay.
I showed it
Just
in
wanna
yesterday.
say.
There's like the frenulum, there's spots. And so his cheeks are also up here very tight. So we need to talk to the ear, nose, and throat doctor about that and see what he can do. So off we go. He's wearing his little hospital outfit. That's where it was. Bubba, you're so precious. Okay, let's get you dressed in your clothes. Very nice hospital outfit. That's what they gave him. You're so tiny. Look at you, little sweetie. You are so sweet, you smart boy. Love you. Crossing his little legs. Hi. Cutie, look at you in your clothes. This is a newborn size Bonds Wondersuit to give you an idea of how little he is. Of course, maybe you get the idea just by the fact that the pacifier takes up his whole face. I know I've talked before about how we avoid pacifiers usually in the first couple weeks as our kids are getting used to breastfeeding. The reason he uses one is because he really needs therapy in his mouth for learning how to suck. He's been working on it with the pacifier, so it's actually like his physical therapy is having the pacifier. And we have worked with 3 different lactation consultants now and an occupational therapist from the NICU, so like rest assured, if you've heard otherwise, we are in the best of care. Doesn't mean that ultimately we will necessarily like 100% be able to breastfeed, but we're really headed in the right direction with it, and I'm hopeful that it will work out. All the lactation consultants have said to me, like, you will be able to breastfeed. A couple of the things we really need to see like he is doing, so we just need to work on and repair some of the other things, and we should be able to get there. So we're working on it. Yeah, sweet boy, you look so good in your clothes. Here, let's pick you up. I'm just gonna hold you. Another thing I keep saying, I guess because of the new Apple update, but I feel like I keep calling him dark mode Jacob because I feel like he looks so much like Jacob, but then his hair and his eyes are dark. So he's dark mode Jacob. So he just finished his operation. His cheeks were very tight, so the doctor was able to go in and like laser disconnect them from here. He also lasered underneath the tongue, and he lasered in this area. Right after the procedure, I was able to nurse him right away, but he was really sleepy because he cried a lot throughout. So he was definitely like tired while nursing, but even though he was tired and falling asleep, I still feel like it was the best feeding session I've had with him, so I'm really hopeful. I felt like at least 4 like strong tugs, which I wasn't feeling at all before. There was still a little bit of the like light suckling as opposed to like actual nursing, but in general I think it went really, really well. It's still gonna be a lot of learning for him. He really doesn't have much of an impulse to suck, but it could be just because the sucking thing is really hard. And now that it might be a little easier, and once he feels like a little more energy from all that took out of him, that procedure took out of him, I'm hoping that he'll wake up and just kind of feel ready to take it on in a new way. And I'm really hopeful. He's on his way home, so we get to take him home today and be home. We weren't 100% ready, so there are some things we will need to run out and purchase today, but it's no big deal. We can do this. We made a bunch of doctor appointments. He has a lot of things we need to follow up on and some specialists we need to see, but we'll get there when we get there. We're working on finding a hospital grade pump rental right now, and we have an appointment with a specialist for him, and we also have his follow-up with his pediatrician tomorrow because his weight loss was so much, they want to make sure they're like really seeing him frequently right now and making sure that he is growing and doing what he needs to do. So we're just doing all those follow-ups. Welcome to your new home.
Oh, it's so cute. I love you, Luke.
Oh, and look what we've got.
A straw.
Oh my goodness. So we've told the kids that the baby and I are just home from the hospital, so to make his transition as best we can, our home will now be turning into a hospital. And the first thing Bailey asked was, can I put on my scrubs? So we were like, yeah. What that means is that the goal is to keep it as clean and as quiet as a hospital, and then also for the people in this home to act as the nurses and just be really helpful to me and to the baby and to offer assistance. And they're playing the parts of hospital workers. That's how we're handling this little transition moment, and they're having a lot of fun with it. We'll see how it goes.
Hi, I'm Bailey. How can I help you?
Hey, Nurse Bailey. Well, I think I'm probably all set. I think, you know what? Will you look through the drawers and see if I have any mother's milk tea?
Yes.
Thank you. So you've got hand sanitizer in your pocket? That's so wise.
And you got your scrubs on?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Oh, nice. Good one.
I'm having a new baby.
You have a new baby?
Yeah.
Oh
It's
my goodness.
so little.
He is
so
so
little.
little. He's very little.
He's drinking his milk.
He's drinking his milk right now. Is he doing a good job? What have you been doing while Mommy and Daddy were in the hospital with the baby?
Sitting.
Sitting?
That's it.
That's it? Just sitting.
The baby go home now.
Yeah, the baby's at our home now.
He's at his home, because this is his home too, huh?
Are you so happy that he's always going to be here?
He has little hands.
He does have little hands.
Yeah.
What else does he have?
More hands.
More hands? He's got 2 hands?
Yeah. Fingers
Oh, yeah.
and toes.
Mm-hmm. Little tiny toes. Oh my goodness,
Yeah.
look at those little tiny toes.
Up in the sky.
Up in the sky toes.
Down toes.
Down toes.
Up toes. Down toes.
Down toes.
Oh my goodness.
All right, yeah. I'm gonna hold him still, but you can cuddle with him a little bit, okay? You wanna
Ooh,
help
you
burp him?
got a little burp.
Yeah.
Do you know how to burp the baby?
Okay, what you're gonna do is you're gonna do it very gentle, just pat, pat, pat.
You just pat his back. Nope, his back.
Here, look, here, wait, look, put your hand right here really quick. Look, it's the size, your hand is the size of his little head. Don't
Oh,
pat
don't
his
pat
head.
him. Don't pat him.
Just gentle pats. Touch his hair. It's so soft.
Ah.
Yeah, and now go like this to his back. Watch mommy, watch. Tap, 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 tap. Not
Can you do
hitting,
that?
just tap, tap. Like this. Tap, 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 tap. Can you do that? Yeah, just like, oh, gentle.
Good. That's good.
Good. That helps him. That helps his tummy. Good job. You keep doing it. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hi.
Hi.
Ah. Bam.
Be gentle.
Gentle.
Be really gentle.
Oh, I think he thinks that's funny.
These feet are the cutest feet in the world. Guess whose feet these are? Throw that in the comment section down below.
I think they know whose feet they are.
No, they have to guess.
Okay.
And just smell them. Go to the camera. Here. Bring your feet up. There you go. And then look at how tiny his toes are. Like, and really ginormous.
I'm so happy to be home. We had a really good hospital stay. I think the hardest thing about it was definitely just the feeding drama. But overall, I'm really glad we were there and that we had all the support we had, because we had so much great support. We ended up with like the greatest lactation consultants I've ever met with. The occupational therapist from the NICU was amazing. I'm so glad that I had access to them. They're very supportive of me doing everything I can to breastfeed. We're working really hard to do that, and now I'm also connected with them. If we continue to have troubles, I can then make an appointment with a lactation consultant who I love. So I'm all like dialed in with that, and we'll see what we need moving forward. And we're also renting one of the hospital grade pumps. We're trying very hard to track that down, because I think the nearest one that is available is about 100 miles away. So that's tonight's journey, but I think we found somebody who can at least pick it up for us, and then we'll figure out a way to connect with it. And the other thing that I thought about when I was at the hospital that is one of my biggest downsides to hospital stays, and this is so minor, but I thought I'd point this out because it bugs me every time and I never really like think about it otherwise. Look at all the bracelets I have to wear. Like, I'm constantly wearing all these bracelets, which isn't that big of a deal, but when you're trying to nurse a baby, and then also when you're having trouble nursing a baby, it's really hard constantly having these like scratchy things right on the baby's face and like in the way. So I'm about to cut off my bands. I'm very excited about that. I mean, I know that it sounds like maybe silly, but it really is like one of those things that drives me bananas the whole time I'm at the hospital. So snip, snap, clip, clip.
So tiny. His eyes opened a little bit just a second ago.
Isn't it interesting how dark his eyes are?
Yeah. Hi. It's okay. Are you hungry, mister? Do you want some food?
Bailey, what's it like to feed him?
Can I try it?
You want to try this one? I'll hold like this. There you go. Get up a little harder.